Hi, I'm Mike Bellevue, and today I'm back out at Duelist Den, and we're going to be shooting a Star Model B 9mm pistol. And I call this the unsung hero of Hollywood, because as you know, in Hollywood, things are almost never what they seem. And sometimes your favorite actor really isn't in his own action scenes, he's got a stunt double. Well, the Colt 1911 pistol often had a stunt double in its movies. And that was this Star Model B in 9mm. Because for quite a while, armorers had a hard time getting 45 ACP blanks to feed and cycle reliably. So 45 ACP Colt 1911s were kind of a one-shot proposition, not what you want for an action scene. But these Star 9mm were able to cycle 9mm blanks very reliably. So in most movies, up until pretty recently, when you saw 1911s in action, you were really seeing a Star Model B. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with this at the range, and we're going to take a look at some of the movies that this slipped into. So I hope you enjoy this. Well, originally this was going to be quite a different video. Because it was full of actual movie clips of the Star Model B in action. I had clips from the Wild Bunch and from the Getaway, from the Untouchables, from Pulp Fiction, from Magnum P.I., and they were all interspersed in here. And what happened is Warner Brothers, who owns the Wild Bunch, shut me down. They will not allow viewing of this video worldwide. So I've had to pull all of the offending clips out of it. And what's left is basically my shooting sequences from the original video. But because I already went out and did all that shooting, I didn't want it to go to waste. So hopefully this will be enjoyable anyway, but I really wish you could have seen the clips. I wasn't running any ads on it, by the way, no monetization, which I thought would be okay. But Warner Brothers doesn't want their stuff to run unless they're making money off of it. Even if it's running for free on another site, no good to them. And I guess I can understand that. So anyway, here's the new video all cut up. Well, the Star and the 1911 have very similar silhouettes, and that's why the Star was such a great movie stand-in for the 1911. But there are some pretty easy to spot differences. For one thing, the Star's got a takedown lever, which the 1911 does not have on the right side. But probably the most obvious difference is the Star has an external extractor, and the 1911 does not. So that's the easiest one to spot in films. So if you see an external extractor, it's probably a Star Model B and not a 1911. Back in the 80s, there were two kinds of guys. There were the ones who admitted that they wanted to be Magnum P.I., and then there were the ones who were lying. This was one of my favorite TV shows of all times, and it's one of those shows where the Star Model B had an occasional role. Tom Selleck in Magnum P.I. used an actual Colt 1911, but it was a 9mm, and in some scenes he used a Star Model B. And let's take a look at him in action. But we can't do that because that would be a copyright infringement. So, sorry. There is probably no other major movie where the Star Model B had as prominent a role as in the Wild Bunch. And it starts right at the beginning when the Wild Bunch are disguised as cavalry soldiers, U.S. soldiers. And they go to a bank in Arizona to rob it, disguised as U.S. cavalry. And a terrific shootout ensues. And the Star Model B is all over the place in that, which you would have seen right here where I'm talking. But instead of silver, what they got out of that bank haul was just steel washers. Well, The Wild Bunch is one of my favorite movies that the Star Model B appeared in. And here we got Evil Roy, and he's gone over to the revolutionaries. And I'm afraid that he's holding our friend Angel hostage. So me and the Wild Bunch are here to ask for Angel back. Let's see if old Roy will give him or not. Roy, we came for Angel. I guess that'll teach him. In the movie Getaway, Steve McQueen did most of his shooting with a pump-action shotgun, but he managed to take out the final bad guy with his trusty Star Model B. In the Untouchables, Kevin Costner has a pretty extensive shootout with the Star Model B, all while he's chasing a baby carriage. Whoa. Well, they'd have got my baby on that one. Well, I'm going to try that one more time, see if I can't do a little bit better on those plates. No, much better. I don't know why I couldn't hold on that first one, but in the end, we got her done. Well, the last movie that I'll treat you to is Pulp Fiction. And Pulp Fiction is one of the few movies where this gun gets to star as itself. Because Jules, the Samuel L. Jackson character, he calls this my 9mm. Now his is chrome plated or nickel plated with pearl grips. Pretty snazzy, but it's still a Star. So let's finish off with that. And thanks for watching. Except I can't show you that, and you know why. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you the video the way I intended to. There's probably no consolation to you guys to know it really came out good. In fact, I've watched it about 5 times myself, and it came out excellent with all those real shootout scenes from the movies in it. But it's just not to be. So this is as good as it gets until next time.